So an excellent men's singles there with number 4 seed Chao Tian-chen coming through in 3 games against Lee Dong-kyung. So our next match, we turn our attention to mixed doubles. And it is the world champions, the current world number 1s, Zheng Qiwei and Huang Yaxiong, the number 1 seeds, of course, up against Praveen Jordan and Melati Daiva. OKTAVIANT of Indonesia. After that, we'll have men's doubles and the former champions, Bo and Mogensen. And we finish off with the world number 1s in the men's doubles, Gideon and Sukamulya. One of the most exciting pairs in men's doubles at the moment. So plenty of action still to come. And with mixed doubles, our next match coming up, I'm absolutely delighted to say that we've got a guest commentator here, a former World Championships silver medalist, Imogen Bankier, who of course won a silver medal at the London World Championships, as we have a quick look at the mixed doubles draw. And this, of course, is the top section because we've got the number 1 seeds. And there was a bit of a surprise earlier because former mixed doubles champion Zhang Nan, with his new partner Lee Hyun-wei, went out to Karinda Suwadi and Debbie Susanto in 2 straight games. Well, as I was saying, Imogen Bankier is here with me, that World Championship silver medal in London in 2011 with Chris Adcock. So we've got a real expert in now that Morton has gone. We've got a real expert in for the mixed doubles. And I know that you're coaching now in France and living in Paris. But I know that you've been following badminton. These new world champions, Zheng Qiwei and Huang Yaxiong, they are sensational.
Yeah, totally agree. They're absolutely outstanding, and I think their form at the moment's quite impressive. So it'll be interesting to see how the Indonesians match up today. I think it'll be a good contest. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too, very much. And of course, with Zheng Qiwei and Huang Yaxiong, I mean, what a start to the partnership. Formed their partnership at the end of last year, played Macau, China and Hong Kong, won all 3 tournaments. And here they come, the reigning world champions. Since forming their partnership, they have played 14 tournaments. They've been in 11 finals. I don't think we can count the last tournament because they retired in the very first round in Korea. So that first round loss, not really, in my opinion, a loss. But it's a tall order for this pair, Praveen Jordan and Melati Daiva, OKTAVIANT of Indonesia. Well, Indonesia have had a good day already, as I was just mentioning, with Karinda Suwadi and Susanto coming through against former champion Zhang Nan and Lee Hyun-wei. Well, Praveen Jordan is a very strong physical athlete, as you can see. Formed his partnership with OKTAVIANT only earlier this year at the Malaysian Masters in January. That was a Super 500 event. Well, this is actually the second meeting between the 2 pairs. The only previous time they've met, it was won by the world champions. That was in the second round of those Malaysian Masters, Jordan and OKTAVIANT's first ever tournament together. But that win for Zheng Qiwei and Huang Yaxiong was done and dusted in 26 minutes, 21-16, 21-12. And I don't think we're being unfair to say that do not blink, because this man we're looking at is so fast on court. Zheng Qiwei is 21 years of age, and this is his 3rd consecutive appearance here at the Denmark Open. The age of 21, and yet for the last 2 years he's been in the final. Lost both finals. So playing with Chen Qingcheng. 2016 he lost to Fisher Nielsen and Pedersen, and last year lost to the 2 left-handers, Tang and Si from Hong Kong. Huang Yaxiong from Xinjiang province in China, 24 years of age, and not only been world #1 and current world #1, they're enjoying their 10th consecutive week as world #1s. She also reached #2 in the world with former partner Lu Kai. So to Praveen Jordan, the 25-year-old from Bontang in East Kalimantan on the island of Borneo. He and his partner currently enjoying their 3rd consecutive week at 15 in the world ranking, their highest ranking to date. But Praveen Jordan was world #2 with Debbie Susanto. OKTAVIANT will turn 24 in exactly 9 days' time, 26th of this month. She used to play with Ronalds, and with him she reached #13 in the world ranking. One final this year for the Indonesian pair. That was the India Super 500 event where they lost out to the Danes, Christiansen and Pedersen. Up in Sabal from India is our umpire for this, our service judge Michel Gut from France. So if you've not seen this pair before, as I was saying, Imogen, they really are fast starters. I mean, they jump on everything.
Yeah, I think it'll be quite interesting to see how the Indonesians manage to match the pace today. I've certainly seen when Jordan Praveen plays, he has the tendency to perhaps be a bit passive. So I think in this game it'll be interesting to see how they start the match, to see if they can match the speed of the Chinese. Otherwise, I think they could risk being bulldozed at the beginning.
So to counteract that, should they try and take a bit of pace off?
In my opinion, yes. I mean, Jordan can control the shuttle very well, but he has a tendency to, I think, be over-aggressive. And I think really today he needs to find the spaces at the front of the court, try and block and try and gain the attack for him and his partner, because I think the lady today his partner could suffer a little bit against the Chinese girl just in terms of her mobility at the net. So it'll be interesting to see how he can really bring the lady, his partner, into the match today by not being too passive and really blocking the shuttle. So we'll soon see.
So the umpire just asking the players to tidy up the kit boxes, just as well the umpires don't come up to our commentary area, see the mess we're in.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the right, HUANG and ZHENG, China. And on the left, Praveen Jordan, Melati Deva, OKTAVIANT, Indonesia. HUANG to serve to Melati Deva, love all, play.
So the world champions, Zheng Shiwei and Wang Yaqiong, getting this first round mixed doubles underway against Praveen Jordan and Melati OKTAVIANT.
Service over, 1-all.
Dear.
Service over.
Serving errors are catching. Well, lethal at the front of the court. Wang Yaqiong hunting the shuttle. But it's not just that she hunts the shuttle. What she does with it and her placement when she intercepts at the net is absolutely superb, isn't it?
She's always moving and always hitting for the next shuttle. That's the thing that's so impressive. She has the ability to hit one shot and then prepare for the next one, which for a girl is difficult to do because physically quite often they don't have the force to really commit to one and then go for the next. So it's impressive her positioning, I think. And already we can see the Chinese style. When nobody's hit a lift. Nobody's wanted the lift, so
no.
The game is very much going to be focused around service, return, third shot.
5-2.
I hope to see a real battle on the mid-court.
Between the two men? When you say the mid-court, the little pushes trying to get past the front court player, most of the time the lady?
Well, certainly, I mean, the Indonesians, they're going to have to try and get it past the lady here because she's playing very, very aggressively, and she's certainly not afraid to intercept lob shuttles. So.
Well, I have to say there's no sign at the moment of taking that bit of pace off that you were suggesting that the Indonesians should attempt to do. But it's easier said than done, because if your opponents are playing everything so quickly, how do you just slow it down? It's difficult. Oh, my goodness, that's good.
Yeah, it's so hard, but effectively they're going to have to open up the back of the court to then release the spaces in the front, at the front. But at the moment, I think the Indonesians are quite reluctant to lift the shuttle.
Yeah, understandably, because I think Zheng Shiwei, his attacking power from the back of the court is so dangerous. So where are the gaps? This is what makes the Chinese pair so dominant at the moment in the mixed doubles discipline.
Absolutely.
There are no weaknesses.
Yeah.
Finds the line. Crikey. I almost thought that was a mishit. That smash. Jolly effective. Look at that. Right into the back corner.
Yeah, so Jordan really needs to try and really take on the net, I would say. He's all the time pushing to the lady, to the Chinese girl who's just intercepting. I think the Indonesians really have to find tight net.
Oh, what a return.
It's not bad either.
Oh, superb.
5-10.
That's the one. But it's interesting, right at the start of that rally, there was 2 pushes right to the back of the court, which is what you had been saying that the Indonesians should do.
Yeah. It's so easy, much easier said than done, but to open up the spaces at the front, we have to push them back. We have to push them back.
Oh, gosh, he's so quick. Into the mid-game interval. 11-6 the advantage in just 6 minutes of play. Absolutely extraordinary.
Kalau lagi rally, pasti lu ditariknya ke kiri. Jadi lu jangan lambat startnya. Asal lu habis di Jordan balik serang, pasti lu diarahin ke kiri terus. Kakinya jangan pelan. Ya. Terus jangan nafsu banget lu mau ngapain, nggak ngadu cepet. Tangan lu mau lu adu drive-drivean terus rally nggak akan keburu. Papak sekali biasa, papak mereka buka sekalian. Lu ngadu ngedrive kita tangannya keteteran terus. Hah? Ya, sabar dikit, kakinya jangan lambat tuh.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, very interesting dynamics there. The Indonesian coach, Vita Marissa, who was the player who first really brought Praveen Jordan on to the world stage.
Play.
Reached number 7 in the world, won 3 titles together, New Zealand, Malaysia Grand Prix gold, Indonesia Grand Prix gold. Yeah, nicely done.
It's good to see them pushing her back.
7-11.
So you think get Wang Yaxiong to the back of the court first of all and then keep her there?
I think ideally, I think maybe what Vita Marissa had said during the break was to try and take the Chinese lady away from the net a little bit, try and destabilise her, because at the moment she's being so aggressive and cutting so much off.
12-7.
Yeah, I think the Indonesians, I appreciate everything you've said, but also once they've got their opponents out of position, they've got to be hitting in a downward direction. He cannot defend against the power and the accuracy and the pace of this Chinese pair.
Absolutely. That's what I said. Jordan has sometimes he has a tendency to be quite passive and defensive, and they just can't afford to do that against this kind of quality of pair.
Oh my goodness. Well, Zheng Qiwei looked in all sorts of trouble at one stage in that rally.
14-8.
And somehow turned it around.
Service over, 9-14.
Right idea, wrong execution.
Service over, 15-9.
Oh, there we go. Oh.
It's well played.
Yeah. I thought in those early stages, Imogen, that the Chinese were almost playing like a level doubles because Zheng Qiwei was so eager to also come forward to the net.
I think he's so fast that he can afford to be so high up in the court, because if somebody lifts, he knows he can get back and get it.
Yeah.
So he's no problem, as you say, they're almost side by side, like a level doubles.
Yeah.
But now I think the Indonesians are starting to implement a better game plan. I think Jordan's managing to take the pace off the shuttle more. He's pushing the HUANG back in the court. It's quite encouraging.
Service over, 16-10.
Now, I have a feeling that that first drive from OKTAVIANT should have been a block.
Absolutely. It's just so tempting when somebody hits hard.
Yeah, because you want to feed off the pace, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, good return of serve again from Praveen Jordan.
11-17.
And the Chinese are just giving no time to the Indonesians.
8 finals from 11 tournaments so far this year.
I wouldn't say they're looking tired.
Oh, that's good.
Service over, 18-11.
Put that away with venom. Yeah, wasn't too shabby either.
12-18.
It's nice to see an Indonesian girl using her skills at the net.
Setting up her partner, getting the lift.
And being unpredictable.
13-18.
Sheer threat of Wang Yaxiong encroaching in on the net, forcing OKTAVIANT into error. 2 points from the opening game now. World champions from China. Oh, that's nicely taken. That's good skill.
Service over,
Absolutely.
14-19.
And good for her confidence as well, I think.
Good flick. Oh, it's just long.
Service over.
Well, that goes down as another service error. And it's game point opportunities. Yes, it was clearly long. Yeah, opening game. Two reigning world champions, Cheng Siwei and Wang Yaxiong. Only 13 minutes and 21-14.
Awalnya jangan terlalu nafsu banget untuk ngadu cepat segala macam. Jadi lu mainin temponya dari lagi ngedrive lu geser. Kalau udah mulai posisinya kencang-kencang udah sendal aja ke belakang. Sekalian mulai dari defense. Jangan lu lawan terus, kadang di bawah lu udah lawan terus. Jadi si Cheng Siwei-nya enak nih, ngaplok-ngaplok doang. Ya. Jadi kalau dari Jordan dari servis, Meli fokusnya udah ke depan aja dan setengah-setengah lu. Lu bola di sini-sini lu nggak usah buru-buru ngaplok, nggak apa-apa. Antara ngalus, kalau nggak lu sekalian aja lu buka sekalian mulai dari defense. Meli di defense lagi enak kok, nggak apa-apa. Ya Meli jangan pelan ya kakinya. Ya jangan terus dia kan ingetin dia setiap kali dia mau lari lu ke kiri. Asal lu nungguin aja udah enak gitu. Bola di atas sama masuknya dulu. Ya. Jadi jangan kepancing sama temponya dia. Ya. Jangan terlalu nafsu banget. Dia juga kencang-kencang doang dan lu geser ke kiri, ke kanan juga nggak enak dia. Ya.
Sampai ke setengah, dia masih flashing doang. Misalkan gue udah terlalu di bawah banget, ya tadi kan dijagain tuh. Kalau misalkan gue flashing sekarang gue buka aja. Iya gak? Coba gitu aja nggak apa-apa, kita coba aja kalah nggak apa-apa. Ya sih. Yang penting kan maksudnya cari celahnya dia kosong di mana.
So the coaching over. Vita Marissa from Indonesia telling her players her thoughts. It will be interesting to see whether those include a little bit more of pushing their opponents to the back of the court before trying to get on the attack. Oh, that's well reached.
1 love.
Oh, goodness me, how do you get that first one back?
Service over. 1 all.
Look at that, how did he do that?
Incredible. Shin.
Service over. 2-1.
How do you think this pair, this Chinese pair of Cheng Siwei and Wang Yaxiong, compare to the pair that beat you in the World Championship final, Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei? I'm especially interested on the front court player. Is Wang Yaxiong in the same caliber or even better than Zhao Yunlei?
I would say even better.
Really?
I just think, from my point of view, the level overall in badminton and in doubles and mixed doubles, I'm sure in singles as well, though I'm less knowledgeable, but the level is just getting better and better and better, year upon year, and I think the quality of a pair like this compared to even Zhao Yunlei and Zhang Nan 4 or 5 years ago, I think they're faster. I think the girls so much more mobile, so much more aggressive. Tactically, they're more aware. I really think the development in the sport in general is quite impressive.
Yeah.
I've never seen a lady be able to move as she moves, read the game as she reads the game, and be so clinical.
Yeah. Well, that I find very, very interesting. And okay, let's throw Liliana Nasir into the mix, because she was a totally different style, is a totally different style. She is, in my opinion, sadly past her prime. But when I compare Liliana Nassir to Wang Yaxiong, Liliana Nassir has that incredible ability to read what's happening and beautiful, beautiful skills. Her control with seemingly effortless movement is extraordinary. Now, I see her as one of the all-time greats. So the big question is, do you see this lady on court as becoming one of the all-time greats, Wang Yaxiong?
I do, I must say. I think, I'm not sure how a Natsir would fare on this court, but certainly it's more of a, as you say, she's using a lot of finesse and skills, and she's not, I wouldn't say, a natural mover or quick, but her reading of the game enables her to do so much.
Yeah,
it's hard to compare, but
it is hard to compare. But given what you just said about the game is changing and how it's changed even since you were in the World Championship final against Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei, and that it's much faster now, the skills are improving. Do you think the style of Liliana Nassir is a thing of the past? Then do you think all great mixed doubles, female mixed doubles players will be along this sort of lines of Wang Yaxiong?
I think more and more, because I think Natsir, she was skillful, but she's quite defensive.
Yes.
And I think now with the quality of the attack, I just think you can't afford to be defensive any longer.
I concur. I agree totally.
I mean, originally Natsir, even if we look before my generation, they were very, very defensive. They were happy to sit back to defend for games at a time.
Banyak buang poin dari servis lima servis doang.
Point advantage.
Kita 5 servis, kita setengah langsung pak. Langsung gitu doang. Kalau enggak sekalian aja setengah, kalau mau ya buka aja langsung. Nggak usah dilawan. Ya. Kadang kita mau memaksa banget bulan ini, kita gampar-gampar terus. Malah mulu dan karena terus dari servisnya dia tipis banget. Kalau nggak nge-net, udah tipis banget, geser dikit aja. Kalau nggak sekalian aja sodok. Kalau nggak sekalian panjangnya sekalian. Jadi kena matinya cuma 1-2 bola dari servis 5 servis.
Nggak jadi cepet poinnya.
Ya. Coba nggak apa main lepas ya.
Coba aja poin. Coba aja.
Well, very, very interesting that Vita Marissa there giving the exact same advice that Imogen Bankia had been saying. Try and slow it down. Don't follow the pace. Don't try and compete at the pace of the world champions. Slow it down. Great minds think alike, Imogen. There you go.
Very flattered.
Two lifts, that's what you said right at the start of the match. Don't be afraid to give him time at the back of the court. If you put him to the back, it might create opportunities. I know he made the error, but they won the point.
Absolutely. A good quality lift as well. Not a passive lift.
Oh, my goodness.
How did she do that?
Great reactions from Wang Yaxiong.
Interesting change of tactics. That's Jordan playing to the net and staying at the net.
Oof, she had to be careful there not to take that before it had crossed over the net, and indeed she was careful. It's well taken.
45.
Yeah, it was a total mishit from Praveen Jordan.
Again, I mean, I think that was the right idea, going over the top of the Chinese.
That one.
Exactly like we saw in this one, getting a slightly weaker smash, but unfortunately just the execution on the cross block wasn't quite enough. Again, Jordan staying at the net and winning the point.
Service over, 6-15.
Yeah, he gets embroiled into those flat exchanges, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You have to be so mentally tough to say to yourself, no, I'm not going to feed off my opponent's pace. I'm just going to guide the shuttle, block it back into the open space.
Exactly, and it's very hard to be lucid when you're 16-6.
Yeah.
16-6 down, but it's just so tempting. It's better.
Oh, that was going out. And this is in danger of being in even quicker time than their only previous meeting, which was 26 minutes. We're 24 minutes into the match at the moment.
And the Chinese are moving so fast, even between the points.
Exactly.
They're not hanging around.
No. Again, that was a nice idea. I don't think he gave it enough height, though, on that cross-court clear.
Absolutely. Nice idea, but...
This one here.
Yeah.
Great return of serve. Tight spinning net shot.
Superb. That's the third time he's returned and just stayed at the net, and the third time he's won the point. It's just a shame it's at a late stage in the game.
Oh, wow. My goodness me. How good was that?
Match point 7.
And what a way to bring up match point opportunities. A whole host of them. One'll do. 21-7 in 25 minutes. So indeed it was quicker than their only previous encounter. That is an absolutely extraordinary display from the world champions. She was superb at the front of the court, HUANG Yaqiong. But she's got the freedom to go for things at the front of the court because she knows anything that goes past her will be counteracted by her partner. He's so sharp in all departments of the game, from the back of the court, from the mid-court area. And their confirmation that just 25 minutes for the victory. 21-14, 21-7.